Everyone says you should save money. But in 2026, for millions of Americans, that feels almost impossible. Today, we're diving into the real reasons, backed by data, why saving is so hard even when inflation is supposedly going down. What's the reality in 2026? Bar chart. Let's start with the numbers. Only about 30% of Americans say they could pay a $1,000 emergency expense from savings. That means 70% either don't have enough saved or would go into debt to cover it. Backhand index pointing right fewer than half of Americans, just 47%, say they have enough liquidity to cover that same expense. In 2026, this isn't just an occasional problem. It's a nationwide reality. Inflation's lingering effect. Chart increasing, inflation isn't as high as it once was, but its effects are still sticking. Even when the headline inflation rate cools, many prices, especially essentials, remain stubbornly high. Prices for food, housing, transportation, and healthcare are still taking up huge parts of American incomes. Pushpin, remember, inflation doesn't just mean prices rise. It means your dollar buys less than it used to. Even if inflation officially slows down, the higher price level remains. Backhand index pointing right more than 2/3 of adults are saving less for emergencies because of inflation's impact. Paycheck to paycheck reality. Speaking ahead, despite low unemployment, many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. This means you spend almost all what you make just to get by. For a majority of people, there isn't much left to actually save. Even tiny unplanned expenditures, a car repair, medical bill, or appliance replacement, wipes out what little cushion they have. And when your income barely covers your expenses, saving becomes nearly impossible. Debt makes it harder. Bar chart, debt is another major factor. Many Americans carry high-interest credit card balances, auto loans, and student debt. Even when consumers want to save, debt payments eat up too much of their cash flow asterisk, making saving feel like an impossible goal. Plus, when interest rates on credit cards are higher than ever, paying down debt before you start saving becomes almost mandatory, but also incredibly hard. The hidden psychological barrier. Exploding head, here's something important. Saving money feels harder because it forces real choices. People today face small blue diamond rising living costs, small blue diamond competing financial priorities, small blue diamond social pressures to keep up small blue diamond debt obligations. Even if someone makes enough to save, they often feel like they can't afford to. This psychological barrier is huge and unseen in official inflation data. Why this still matters in 2026. Speaking ahead, you might be wondering, is inflation cooling? Yes, but that doesn't instantly make saving easier. Higher prices from past years remain a part of everyday life. Things like rent, insurance, and healthcare costs don't just fall overnight. Bar chart. This means people feel like saving is impossible long after inflation peaks, and the data backs that up. What you can do, 350. Pushpin, but all is not hopeless. Here are a few real practical strategies. Heavy checkmark, track your spending every month. Heavy checkmark, build small emergency funds first. Heavy checkmark, pay down high interest debt before savings. Heavy checkmark, automate savings. Out of sight, out of mind. Heavy checkmark, prioritize necessity over discretionary spending. These aren't magic fixes, but they give you control back in an economy where saving feels impossible. Speaking ahead, so why does saving money feel impossible in 2026? Because inflation's legacy still matters. Costs are high, debt drags down cash flow, and budgets are tight. But understanding why is the first step toward real financial progress.